Mr. Rocketman himself, Elton John, recently sat down for an interview where he said that all of these Christians, all of these Christians who oppose homosexuality, who call it a sin, are the ones who in fact are the furthest away from God. That's right. And that also goes for politicians as well, he said, who oppose people in the LGBT community. Mr. John was very fired up during this interview, also encouraging LGBT youth to leave their homes if they are not happy, if their parents are not accepting of them, if their parents are giving them a hard time, trying to convince them that what they're doing is wrong, if they're trying to convince them, to try to convert them back to being normal once again. He said, just get out of there because you don't need to be in an environment where people are not supportive of you. Now, I wonder why Mr. John is just so upset. Well, you guys remember I did a video a couple of weeks ago about how the Pacific nation of Samoa actually banned Elton John's new movie because of an extremely explicit homosexual scene in the movie itself. And Samoa, who is a very Christian nation, said they did not want that sort of material being distributed out there in any of their movie theaters for people to see. So he might be a little salty about that still. But to suggest that Christians who oppose homosexuality, who call it a sin, are the furthest away from God, Mr. John must be listening to a little bit too much of what presidential Democrat candidate Pete Buttigieg has been saying when he attacked Vice President Mike Pence and also said that those who oppose homosexuality are not really good Christians. They're not really of God. No, they just ignore all the parts in the Bible that specifically say that the act is a sin, where God specifically calls it out and says it is wrong. They just rip those pages out. Those don't mean anything. That is just old news. The Bible has changed. Things are different now. God has changed. Let me tell you something. God hasn't changed. God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And Mr. Elton John and many other celebrities need to quickly come to realize that fact, because if they don't, well, it could be too late for them. So the fact that this guy can even make these accusations is just comical, really, to tell you the truth. But guys, I want to hear from you. What do you think about Elton John's comments? Let me know. Sound off down below. I'll put a link in the description if you want to read the full interview that he gave. If you enjoy these videos, please consider giving them a like and a share. Also subscribing here if you are new. I greatly appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much for spending a couple of minutes of your day with me today. I'll be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you, and I will talk with you soon.